we go. Hi.
Good evening.
We're here.
And welcome to the greatest show that is never flat and never boring and always uplifting. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, I'm so sorry.
You don't have to apologize for Grandpa's mistakes.
I mean, he was on fire last night.
Absolutely. And you know what?
Burning bridges, the whole deal.
Oof, have a nice night.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Anyway, we'll pray for that.
I love how he burns ships and then just doesn't come into work.
Well,
and then I get to be the one.
You know why? On the morning show, I said, I watch him not show up tonight because he's too afraid to face me. So here he is, not on the show. Did you please block his? Good. We blocked the name. This is the Amanda and Davey show. We have a very, very special guest.
We do.
Who has a very special boutique.
Yes.
It's like my new favorite in town. And
Love it.
everybody has got to get to know this for great goods. We're going to talk momentarily.
Yes.
How was your day? I know we literally like fly in here and we're a hot mess. Oh, at least I'm a hot mess.
You're amazing, by the way. You look fabulous.
Thank you, darling. I do it for the children.
Is there anything special happening after the show?
After the show? No, I'm here for this 904 Fashion Police.
You brought it. I didn't.
No, you are. You're totally T-Swift right now. Please, thank you. Okay. Just if you put one, let's cut the one shoulder while George is talking, and then we'll do like a Vivian Westwood.
Draping.
Yeah. I love it.
We can do that.
Love it. Zhuzh. So let's get some reads going, and then we can dive into the show. I cannot wait to introduce. Yeah, let's go you, me, you.
All right, you'll start.
All right, so let's get real for a second. Finding a great dentist is like finding the perfect beach spot in St. Augustine. Am I right?
That's perfect.
All right, so refreshing and absolutely worth it. Enter Dr. Stephanie Kinsey and her team at Palencia Dental, where going to the dentist feels more like visiting a spa than sitting in a dreaded chair. That is the truth. People have so much fear about going to the dentist, 100%.
Right? 100%.
And we've talked to Dr. Stephanie multiple times. Yes. The lady is with it. She's amazing. She does so much for her community.
So empathetic. She's amazing.
And look at her work that she does with Wildflower Clinic.
Yes.
I mean, I'm going off script, but I really think that's important to point out because people out there that cannot afford dental insurance, that cannot afford dentistry, period, somebody amazing like Dr. Stephanie jumps in and saves the day and does some great work. So
yes, she does.
She isn't just your ordinary dentist. She's a community superstar. We love her very much. So why settle for just any dentist when you can have someone who's wildly talented, deeply caring, and 100% committed to your comfort? Visit PalenciaDental.com or call 904-826-4343.
Absolutely. And we have Solar Stick, established in 2006. Solar Stick is a local portable power company proudly committed to American manufacturing, constant innovation, and creating jobs right here in St. Augustine, Florida. Solar Stick's focus on providing solutions for self-sufficiency helps users all over the world complete missions and save lives. Solar Stick, changing lives, saving lives, and reviving American manufacturing. Now, if you don't have dinner plans tonight, you should consider Anastasia Diner or Moultrie Creek Diner. These neighborhood diners are more than just a place to eat.
Good.
They are where hospitality blooms and friends gather. Bring your own or make new ones right there in the diner. The coffee is always hot, the smiles are genuine, and the food tastes like homemade. Every meal is a chance to make memories, share stories, and create bonds that last a lifetime. It's not just about the food at the plate, but the community that comes together at the table. Come to see us at Moultrie Creek Diner or Anastasia Diner. Tell them Andy sent you.
Andy's amazing.
He is one fabulous human being.
Absolutely. Hey, guys, save your seats for Swan Lake by Dance Alive National Ballet. This is going on with Emma Concerts Association. So save the date, Saturday, March 8th. It's after the Florida Man Games. It's a perfect thing to like decompress.
Yes.
And let's get back into some culture.
Rehydrate.
Right, exactly. Perfect. So March 8th, 7:30 p.m., Lewis Auditorium at Flagler College. This, of course, is at 14 Granada Street, downtown St. Augustine. Emma Concerts is amazing because they provide scholarships for music students out at Flagler College. I love that very much.
Yes.
$40 for adults, $5 for students and children. Tickets include free parking at the St. John's Council on Aging. You take a really super cute shuttle. I love it. And you feel the breeze in your hair and you're going to see an amazing
champagne in the shuttle.
God, I would love that. Maybe like 50 for adults and you get like a glass of champagne, right? That could
$10.39, maybe a collab there.
You could make that happen. Katie, call me. Yes, perfect. Love you guys. Love Emma Concerts. Check that out. We the Mike Davis show is they're a celebrated entity over at Emma Concerts because we sell the most tickets for Emma Concert Series. I love that.
Wild.
Isn't that wild?
That is so cool.
I love it. I love you guys. So let's go. I'll see you at Swan Lake. So much fun. Awesome.
Swan Lake. I haven't been to Swan Lake in a while. It's a really cool ballet.
All I remember is Black Swan with Natalie Portman. Do you remember that movie?
It's a little different.
Girl, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
it was so intense.
It's dark.
Yeah.
When did that come out? That came out, 2010?
Oh, I think it was after that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
I was like
Smalls.
having babies and like darkness was not my thing at that point. So I missed it.
Black Swan movie. God sakes, you were so good.
Is it?
You freak me out sometimes.
Because I was having babies at that point. So I was like newborn baby and that movie came out and I was like, this is really intense.
Oh my God. I was only 20 years old. Lies.
I know.
That's amazing. Honestly, it's one of my favorites. And one of my favorites is in studio tonight.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I'm excited for you to meet her too.
I know. I got to meet her before you got here.
I know, of course. I
walk in and I'm like, so are you our guest?
Yeah. I was like Troy Blevins just flying in here. It's unbelievable. But Georgia Ray Taylor, owner of Great Goods in St. Augustine. Boo, how are you? Welcome, welcome.
So good. Thanks for having me again. I love to be on your show.
I love your store. It's on West King Street. If you don't know, if you know, you know. But if you don't, get to know. On the corner there, right by Blue Hen Diner or something like there. Awesome. So talk about the store. Talk about the journey. What happened there?
Well, it is primarily a vintage boutique, but I also have some handmade things sewn and designed by me. And I've been doing this for as long as I can remember. I've been reselling and dabbling in reselling vintage since probably 2012, and took a lot of stops and starts and a lot of time to get my true vision together. But I feel like this is kind of its final form, and everything I've done along the way, I've gone to Portland Fashion Institute. I have a background in graphic design. I have a background in sewing. It's all kind of coming into culmination here at the store.
I love this.
That's awesome.
That's so fun. So talk about how the fashions have evolved since the store has been the inception of the store.
How the store has evolved.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been open 6 months now, so I'm still in my baby phase, but it's just been really fun to just play with it along the way. I just decorated for Valentine's Day, so
cool.
I am getting really into the window displays and stuff like that, and I just love to see it evolve. And I have a pegboard wall in my store that I change once a week, so the aesthetic and vibe changes. I feel like I do a pretty good job of hitting everyone's style. I personally don't dress in one aesthetic. I'm all over the place. Sometimes I'm Davey, I'm goth,
Yeah. You just feel the vibe and you've got to surf with that.
Yeah, exactly. So you can find a little bit of everything in my store.
But I mean, you have
cool.
some incredible showcase things. That 8-ball purse that I'm absolutely in love with. It's a hand beaded, think of a giant 8-ball, and it's all hand beaded. It's beautiful.
That's so cool.
It's she's got really cool, interesting things. Remember the beanies I would wear in the show?
Yeah.
Sin is in, they're just awesome. Everything is well thought out.
Yeah.
The colors are popping.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Talk about your hauls. When you go out and you find things, what's that journey like?
Awesome.
It's so fun. I feel like at this point, I've really got it down to a science. I can spot a mile away on the hanger, is that nice fabric? Is that linen? So I'm just cruising. But I will say I easily spend 2 hours in each store. It's I'm thoroughly picking over everything. But Are you thinking of deconstruction and then adding a sleeve or doing things like that? Or are you let me get this blood stain out first? Or honestly, tell me what's that journey? It's a little bit of both. I definitely pick pieces all the time that I'm I'm going to rework this. But then also it's sometimes I get caught up just sewing buttons on, doing minor repairs and rescuing things so I pick everything just it doesn't deter me if there's a flaw. I'm okay, I can give this a new life. So I definitely keep that in mind when I'm picking, but I'm just looking for fun and funky things. And, I do have modern pieces in my store. You might see a Zara piece or a Free People.
I saw the Zara shoes that you had the other day.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, pretty much there's no need to buy anything new. You can find anything you want, even your favorite brands at the thrift store. And so I like to have a blend of old and new, and it just, there's something for everybody. It works well, clashing the modern and the vintage stuff together, because a lot of times modern things are made to look old, you know? So it's everything has a little bit of a nostalgic feel.
Listen, I got a lot of Gorginas in my life. A lot of ladies that are ooh, vintage. I don't want the pit stain. I don't want that. Can you help them through that moment? How do you really show, you can find some absolutely incredible high fashion pieces that are that lasts the test of time, like a Chanel suit, for instance. Oh my God, that's like the people are still wearing that. And they buy it from the 80s.
Absolutely.
And they're like, why is it like $7,500? Well, it's because it's gonna last you, baby.
Yeah, it's an investment.
Right, totally. And talk about fashion as an investment.
I mean, I think that investing in fashion and like even in yourself and like how you want to present yourself to the world is really valuable. Like it makes you feel good. Like I think it's a form of artistic expression. So, I mean, not gonna lie, I've spent a lot of money on clothes and I don't regret.
God bless you, girl. Like I'm the same. I know. I'm like,
I think I regret things I don't buy more than I'm like the ones, the ones you leave behind and you can't stop thinking about it.
Things that I leave behind.
Exactly.
See, I can't live with
constraints.
That. And then I'm like,
it happens.
Yeah, like I totally need pavers. I'm like, I'd rather let me just get
blinders on.
You're somebody that does pavers.
Oh, right.
So I love that you do this because I always love the idea of going thrifting and finding something cool, like finding treasure hidden there. But I suck at it. Like legitimately suck at it. I go in there and I'm like, why do people like this? Everything is terrible. Like this is tragic. So I love that you do this. What's your process? What's your secret?
Well, I love that there are those people out there in the world because even
you a purpose,
right? Yeah. And like even people who like hire interior designers, I'm like, are you kidding me? You don't want to do this? I would like live for that, you know? So it's like I'll just pick up the slack. I'll do all the work, all the heavy lifting. I have it all curated already at my store. But yeah, I would say like. Unfortunately, for people who aren't patient, the process is being patient and like looking at everything because you're going to skip over treasures. And then I even think over time, like I learn about brands all the time. Like I'll just pick something that I like, but I didn't know the brand. And then I'll go Google and I'm like, oh, these were $200 pants. And I feel like I have developed a sense
treasure.
of that.
Yeah.
And like knowing just like, okay, this is a luxury item. Like I picked up a belt the other day and it was really cool. Like patchwork with the zigzag stitch, like the leather was like snakeskin and it was like a $300 belt. I was like,
I love that.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
It just gives you a little rush.
Yeah, and you have to have a vision to know, like, you be able to spot, like you say, the fabrics or the pattern and to just know that that's something special without getting overwhelmed. I think part of my problem is that I don't have a ton of time to go, so you have to kind of go frequently.
Yeah.
But I
you
also,
have the children.
I get overwhelmed. Yes, the tiny people I brought into this world.
The children.
But it's also getting overwhelmed with the space.
Yeah.
And going to a thrift store, it's frequent that, it's not the neatest experience and that everything's just kind of crammed on there and there's no rhime or reason to it.
Right.
And so
you
I
gotta
get
hunt. I love the
really
hunt though. God, I love it.
Yeah.
Then
So
my
are you a
store will
hunter?
literally be perfect for you because I literally cut all that out. I do all the cleaning and the repairs and it's all ready to go in a nice little pretty package. And I think one thing I like about my store is I say it's got a little bit of like a museum shop feel to it. Like it's very like white and open and not too crowded. And I think it's like less overwhelming and it's like very curated. So you're not just like walking into like, it's like, whoa, I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And I think, who I think would be perfect? You can take Issa. Like she would love it. This is like right up her alley too.
So she really wanted to be here today.
Oh.
And I had so much going on. I never got a chance to have a conversation with you.
She's
so
still
just
waiting
know she wants to
at
come
the library.
on with you maybe next month when it's just you and me.
Oh, that'd be so
I don't
fun.
know. We can talk about it.
I'd love to see her. She's an amazing lady.
She misses you.
Yes. So
but
much
she
fun.
would love the store. That's beautiful.
So I got to talk to you about, because I've got my big girls out there. Do you represent all different sizes? Like I really got to put that out there. Like, is it just,
That's legitimately another thing that holds me back because I'm not a size 6. I'm not like the average size you see at a thrift store. And it's kind of like, what am I going to get? Am I going to get like some cast off 90s dress barn stuff in size, over the double digits?
Or I'm going to get in the fitting room and the buttons are like, please, like that's me, girl. Like I know,
Yes.
I can pop a button. So I'm just, like, how do you represent everybody?
I will say I get frequently told that I have a good size representation. So that makes me feel good, like hearing it from people. I've had like literally comments like, I never find anything when I come to stores like this. So that makes me happy. But I also will say that like, I don't pick based on size. I just grab. And so if you don't come and find, and everyone on like opposite ends of the spectrum has trouble finding clothes that fit, the very small or the larger, and I do my best to have something for everybody. But like, if you don't find something that day, like I can promise you I will. And like, it's like being the average shoe size. Like it's easy for you to find shoes. So I would say I have like the median a lot of, but I have like clothes for everyone on both ends. And I'm told that's so, customer feedback.
Very cool.
Did you always have this dream? Did you always say like one day I'm going to have my own shop?
I feel like pretty much like I knew I wanted to do something in like design and like fashion. I've always been interested in that.
I mean, we're such a boring town. Like, I'm so honored. I mean, the fashion is not fashioning. Let's just be real here. Come on.
We're carving out the space.
I'm so happy that you're there, like pioneering this, like shattering a glass ceiling for us to like really explore color or like explore new silhouette. I think that's exciting. And I think that you have a lot of that kind of clientele that comes in, right? Are they like surprised when they walk in?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like Blue Hen helps me get the out of towners in, and even people who maybe haven't come to West King before, and like I get a lot of like, this shop looks like it's in Miami, or like
it does.
This is like a better selection than like I live in New York, like this is better than stores up there, and I'm like, ooh,
because you're taking a diamond, and everything is an extra small. I think an extra small needs to come with the sandwich. I'm just saying. I mean, you know what I mean? Like I just feel like it just needs a little more. But yeah, I mean, there's got to be some challenging moments too, owning a boutique, and that would be those slow days, and you're like, oh my gosh, is this? Have you questioned it at all? Have you been like, oh my God, did I make the right choice? Like, I get it. Like, it's not easy, but it's conversations like this that are like, how did you bust through those times?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like I'm, again, still in my infancy. I'm 6 months in, so I have like my ups and downs. Like there can be really slow days. And like, I want to make like a funny reel of like, there are two types of people who come in my shop. One is like, kind of like, hands behind their back, like a little overwhelmed, like don't know what to think about it, like doesn't loop and like leaves. And it kind of just crushed my soul. I'm like, okay, like ouch. But then I have the person who comes in that's like looking at everything, being like, you have such a great selection. So it's like really a roller coaster, a balancing act of like just kind of like having blind faith. And I think that it takes time to like push through that. And I mean, I've heard from other business owners, like first year is hard. Like even a lot of people say you're not even getting to your sweet spot till like 3 to 5 years. So it's like really just committing. And
what's your online presence? Do you have to pivot to that sometimes?
Yeah, I've like, when it's slow, I try to list my things. So online presence is not that great. Like I would love.
Are you kidding me? Every day I follow you. You're amazing. Like your stories are so good.
Well, I mean, like as far as getting people to buy things, like I think I haven't like busted into that yet.
Darn it, I know.
I had been like a little bit on Etsy and Depop before, but like I really like, I love the in-person. That is like where I shine. And like, I like as much as internet and like selling online can like supplement your income. I just want to get, like, I wouldn't have paid rent for this store if I was going to be like on my computer, like listing things all the time. But like, I do see it as like a great tool. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the day where West King pops off and blows up, which I feel like we're on the way,
We're so moments. I think Ink and Barley now is going to be one of your neighbors,
that's really
which is an incredible tattoo bar, beer spot.
Yep.
So good. But what I'm getting to is like, yes, boutique is hard, but I mean, I think that you're turning a community, and I love the partnership that you're doing with like West King Wednesdays and things. Can you talk a little bit about how you're building a community?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm lucky to have just been able to join on what the organizers of West King Wednesday have already done. Like, that's an amazing event. Before I started my store, I was vending at Muggsy's, and now, like, I am so honored to have a space to host vendors, because it's crazy coming from like that background of like being a pop-up, doing vendors, and now being like the one hosting. And I mean, the whole street just really comes to life on the third Wednesday of the month. I have a DJ in the back of my lot and vendors. And if you didn't know, my store has a whole event space in the back, which is like referred to as paper. There's a bar in there. There's a comedy show after West King Wednesday. So yeah.
There's a comedy show?
Yeah, every West King Wednesday there's a comedy show. It's
like
the
idea.
After hours.
That is so fun.
Yeah, so
is it like local comedians or?
And they have out of town people come as well.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. What's been the most rewarding experience so far with Graet Goods?
Yeah.
I really feel like kind of connecting with people, like my customers have really become like friends to me, and just like the networking really is so cool. It's like one of my favorite parts of like any job that I've had, because I talked a little bit about this on the last show, but I have a background in the yachting industry and working on big boats. Like I just love meeting all the characters that would come in and all the different guests, and that's like very similar in retail. It's like you don't know who's gonna walk through your door.
Right.
Like people in the community that have become like my regular customers. Like you notice those kinds of things, and it like really makes a difference, and it just feels good that people love it and like get it and want to support it. So yeah, I made some little Christmas cards for my best customers this year, and it really is like the community has been like the best part of it.
That's so cool.
If you could look back at like teenage Georgia and like those like insecure moments where you didn't have an identity, you didn't know what you were doing, what would you say to her today? Like seeing your success now, you're in a brick and mortar, which is amazing. What would you say to that insecure young lady? And you're like, what's the future like?
I would say just, again, trust the process, like have faith. Like I feel like a lot of young people can identify with just like feeling super awkward and like not pretty and like coming into yourself. And I mean, I even feel like in my adult life, I struggled kind of with my identity of like, I wouldn't even say I came into my own like fashion like style essence until I became much older. Like I love fashion, in middle school, and it's funny, me and my best friend, we would just like we did the whole emo aesthetic.
I love it.
Like we went through we went through them all.
I love like pop punk. Yes, it's like my favorite.
And I feel like that is still a very big part.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I feel like I have trouble like with doubting myself. So at that, it even feels crazy now,
You gotta go for it, right? You just have to take a risk. And it's been so rewarding to see you thrive for the 6 months. You're still doing it. And I love that. I think that you're still at it every day. You guys have to follow her. I'll put link in comments. But like every day you've got some great fashion advice or something new or something fresh. It's not the same thing. Like your windows change constantly, which I think is a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
That's how you're going to pull people in. Like what's been your journey in like thrifting, and like was that something that you did growing up?
No, we didn't thrift very much because, again, like I come from a long line of women who are overwhelmed with chaotic stores. And I just don't even remember there being thrift stores in the little town that I grew up in. And like I was in what is known as the Redneck Riviera. So like, what are you going to find in a thrift store there? And so I didn't start.
Well, you never know. You could find like a gator head or something.
For sure.
Like a necklace.
I will say I was driving down the highway in Alabama one time, and I saw something neon on the lawn for a yard sale, and I turned around and it was the 80s neon ski suit, and it's been one of my favorite finds, and I still have it.
I love that.
It's like literally in the middle of nowhere.
Sometimes you don't know what they're selling. Like I totally get that. You just never know what gems you're gonna find.
And so that's like the dream, is that you find something amazing. Yeah. And so I'll like gas myself up and I'll go in and like it's the one shot. Like I'm gonna find something amazing or it's gonna be tragic.
What was like an amazing find for you?
I don't know that. So there was one like art piece that was an enameled like floral sculpture.
Cool.
And there was some broken pieces on it. So I was like, hey, maybe I can afford this. Because obviously this is like very expensive piece.
Yeah, if it's enamel, please. Oh my God, you breathe on it wrong.
And so, I inquired on the price and it was just like they wanted over $100. I'm like, I can't do.
Get in there.
I can't do 3 digits on something that's broken.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty and I definitely want it. I can turn it the other way. But like, I can't do over $300 for broken. Yeah. So that one still hurts because like I really loved it. Yeah. And it was, we'll call you.
That's the regret that's creeping in.
That's the regret. Yeah,
I know. I really loved it, but like I just couldn't.
Oh my gosh. What's like a champion find for you? Like, do you remember like one thing? Like I found a YSL dress shirt, men's dress shirt in Detroit, and I'll never forget it. It was like
in Detroit.
Oh yeah, it was like such the best. Oh, they had such good thrifting out there. Yeah.
I feel like they had like a gilded age there.
You know what I mean? Like these obscure towns, like you can find. Oh man, my friend Kiki, who was on what's the chef's show? Where they judge the chef. Yes, she was on MasterChef. She lost by fried chicken, which it's a sin. I know she should not have lost. She's an incredible lady. But we would go thrifting like after school. Like we would buy all these clothes for the raves, and like everything was like extra small back then. I had a sandwich, and it was just like you would find things and put them together. I just love that journey. Mm-hmm. You can find a pair of jeans, you shred them up or something. Like it's always super fun.
I did have like this vintage like skater shirt that it wasn't my aesthetic at all, but every now and again, you just want to look like skater with your wide leg pants.
Yeah.
And so I really loved that shirt, and I think my friend stole it from me.
Oh my God.
I don't think it survived with me to
Murder.
college. Yes, it's bad.
What's a good find?
Ooh,
What's, like,
I feel
one of
like
your-
I've been doing it so long. I have like so many standouts,
Yeah.
but a recent one, and I found this one at the flag. It's like a Flagler thrift store.
Okay.
At Flagler Beach, and it was a La Perla set. If you know the lingerie.
way.
Yeah, it was a 2-piece like full. It just is like
La
it's
Perla
so nice.
is so delicate and beautiful.
Yeah, it's got a pink robe and a long like maxi nightgown, and I was like, I looked up similar ones. They were like $700.
Yeah, right? Don't you love that find? I love that
Yeah, I
find.
know.
What about that? Like, you found this incredible veil, right? That you're gonna keep. She blogged about this. It's really cool. And it's this sort of like ornate lace. What was it? Is it lace or is it what was on it?
It's like guipere lace is the little flowers, and then it's just regular like netted lace. But it's just like it has like this crown, and I've just really never seen anything like it.
Yeah, it's almost nun-like. I want to say. Yeah,
it's very like
so
pious.
Cool.
It's demure.
So she was asking her audience if demure.
Yes.
She was asking her audience if she should keep it or resell it, and everyone was like, "Keep it. It's such a
it was on a story though. I think it disappeared, but I'll have to make a post about it.
Super special. Yeah.
It's like there's one Grammy look where she has a veil, and I was saying like, can we just wear veils out and like. Yep, they're doing it at the Grammys.
I think so. That like opens the door.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Although some things open the door at the Grammy. I don't know.
And some things closed on people that were opening the doors way too much. We'll talk about Bianca very soon.
So sad.
Well, she was an idiot. But I think I don't know. We'll get into it.
We'll get into there. We'll get there.
So, any unexpected moments that you've been in the new shop? Anything fun to like? Anything funny happen or any stories? Anybody crazy to come in?
Oh, I mean,
come on, we see some.
Yeah, I definitely got some.
I live in that area, so I know. Yeah.
Yes, so I mean, I deal with that occasionally.
Yeah.
Just like really random things. Like the other day, like this guy, he's new to town. His band is like Rattlesnake Dentistry, and he just like stopped by the other day. He's like, "Can I play in the shop? I've got my stuff with me." And I was like, "Okay, cool."
I
like,
love that.
So yeah, just like little things like that happen.
I mean, it's such an inspiring shop. Like literally the dressing rooms. Talk about the dressing rooms. They're what? They're clouds.
Yes, I painted a cloud mural, and I built out the dressing room, so it's like arches. So it's kind of like arches into the sky, you know. And I will say I get a lot of kids in, and they just love it, and I love that it like ignites joy in like children, because I feel like, you know, don't lose your childlike sense of wonder, you know. And yeah, they love it. They just are in fantasy land when they're at my store.
I love
That's funny that the kids respond to that,
Yeah,
because
the kids
that's the
love
way we
it.
painted the ceiling in my kids' nursery.
Oh, I love that.
In our old house, we had a cloudy sky.
I love that
ceiling.
Yes.
And
so Clay worked on Electric Winter Wonderland Festival. You were involved. You did these custom hats, these bucket hats that are collector's items. They're amazing. And there's like, what were there?
Yeah,
5
it was
this
just
year?
5, but I made so there were 6 because I made one for Bridget.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, Bridget and Michael. So.
But like my favorite one was the green fuzzy one. Obviously,
that was for Bridget and Michael.
That was so good.
Everybody was asking about that one. I was like, that one's for the creators
really
of the festival.
I love it.
Awesome.
That is great. So how was Electric Wonderland? Was it awesome?
It was so fun.
Awesome.
It was amazing. And all the hats sold out like literally in the first hour. And I was like,
that's so cool.
Felt so honored. And I really even feel like that has like reignited a little bit, you know, in the winter blues, and you get a little, you lose your like, you need a little inspiration. I feel very inspired coming out of that. I feel like I've already like finished a bunch of projects since then. So I'm like, it's
good.
Yeah, it was a great weekend.
You have such an eye and such a talent, and I want to make sure that you remember that. Honestly, friend, you are doing it, and it's awesome, especially in that West King community. It's like you can feel a pulse, you can feel an energy, and it's there are days where you have to be patient panda, but honestly, you have been tried and true, and that's just the way. Just keep shouting out to your friends, whatever you need. Seriously, we're always here. Where can people find Great Goods?
Where's my store
where's the
located?
location?
It is at 225 West King Street. Blue Hen's my neighbor. We've got the Sailbird Distillery across the street from me in that old screen printing building, and Buena Onda's right across the street, and Ink and Barley's coming soon.
Yay.
So there's lots to explore over on the west side.
That's awesome.
Now, we do have some in comments. They're very concerned that you spelled the word great wrong. Could you please explain that?
Yes. So that comes from my name, which is Georgia Ray Taylor. And I tried to like on my banner outside, it's like designed and created by Georgia Ray Taylor, on my like business cards, on my hang tags. So like hope it will catch on. But I feel like, you know, your brain kind of like auto corrects that. You say it like great, like don't overthink it. But yeah, I just came up with that because I wanted it to not be like so pigeonholed to like vintage, because I do sell like new stuff like that 8-ball bag that Davey was talking about. That's
so cool, you guys.
Designer from California called Gentle Thrills that I just stumbled upon. And yeah, so it's goods that are great, and that's what I want to kind of like encompass in my store.
I love it. So much fun.
I'm seeing some bucket hats on your Instagram page. Some of them from the OO Festival.
Yes.
Super cute.
They're reversible.
I love it.
Fun story. My goodness, that's so cute.
It's adorable.
Is OO embroidered, or is that?
Yeah, it's embroidered, and that was done by Paper Route. So Paper Route that does the comedy show is also a printing company, and they do embroidery. They do you've seen their t-shirts around town. They do
Kookaburra. They do 90s Fest.
They do 90s Fest.
They do glow in the dark
shirts.
They
do the amp. Like they do everybody. So if you need any printing or embroidery done, definitely you can stop by the shop. It's located right in the back.
Love Paper Route. Awesome. I will tag them in here too.
It's so funny to me that bucket hats are becoming such a thing again.
Yeah, I know.
I also make scrunchies.
Yes, amazing.
Yeah. I know. Scrunchies, yes, I love it.
That's awesome.
And she has Bitch Sticks, which is the best chapstick in town, which is locally sourced, right? Am I saying that?
That's from Texas, but they do support domestic abuse survivors.
That's it. I knew there was some kind of tie in there. Yes,
very
cool. I had one in here somewhere.
You've got a satellite store coming up February 12th.
Yeah, that's Satellite Frank. He's a DJ, a local DJ from Jax, and he plays a lot at West King Wednesday, and it's his birthday celebration, so that'll be like a little after hours from 7 to 10. The bar will be open, so yeah, definitely come dance with us. It's going to be really fun.
That's great. Cool. I love it. Awesome. February 12th, 7 to 10 p.m.
It's free entry, full bar, new unreleased music with Satellite Frank. Very cool.
And there is another event this week on Thursday. If you haven't heard of Two Girls One Market, they host a vintage market that's held at Muggsy's, which is also on my street, just a couple blocks down.
Spot, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's from 5 to 9, and then the after hours will be at my shop, and we're gonna play Almost Famous the movie. I have a little movie night at the store. So
tell me you have like a shaggy jacket that you're gonna be wearing, like she has in the movie.
Like I've got to get the little like fur. I think I have one.
Yeah, I know you
have
do somewhere.
Almost Famous jacket.
So that kind of answers a question that we have. Do you ever get like hippie clothes?
Oh, that's in comments.
Yes, for sure. I have a lot of like 60s, 70s. Like I'm always looking for that, like maxi skirts and like flower child things. Like I said, I think I have something for just about like every aesthetic, and I do try and have like a little bit of all eras. Obviously the older it is, the harder it is to find, but I probably have like a few things maybe from like the 40s, and then lots of like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and Y2K.
Yeah,
love
that's
it.
So cool.
So much fun. All right, great goods, everybody. Check that out. We're gonna segue, right? Are we segueing into our 2025 Grammys red carpet 904 Fashion Police?
Yes. So you can be as catty as you want.
Right. And it's all in good fun. I mean, like if you can't laugh at yourself, then call me because I'll do it for you.
These are millionaires and billionaires. They don't care about our
not really. According to Chapel Roan's speech, her acceptance speech, which we'll get into, we'll talk about her soon.
I don't think anyone we're talking about is starting out.
Well, Chapel Roan. Well,
11
years
she's pretty big.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. We'll get to her. But first, what do we have? Who's on deck first?
All right. On deck, your muse.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. This is a lot going on, but this is what I expect from the Grammys.
Yeah.
I expect it to be edgy. I expect it to be cool. And I mean, her dress isn't going to rot this year, so that's always fun.
Well, this is in response to her new album that's coming up on March 7th called Mayhem. Which really does dive into self-awareness and talking about how like your inner demons can be the mayhem in your life. It's going to be an incredible album. I can't wait.
Collab with Allstate Insurance?
No, where's that?
Sorry.
I didn't know that Allstate was Allstate in the picture or something. Was it like on the separate beat?
They're commercials. Mayhem like me.
Oh, I forgot. That was like sorry. Yeah, it was the cute guy that was always getting blown up or something.
Yes.
Yeah. No, this is completely different. She would never.
Different.
But actually, she partnered with MasterCard to release the new video that night of the Grammys. The new song's called Abracadabra. It's incredible. Super impressed. So this is a Vivienne Westwood outfit.
All right.
Definitely getting back to that like industrial punk vibe to it. I love it. I love the extended shoulders.
I wish I could see the necklace.
Georgia, what do you have to say on this one?
I love the like militariness of the shoulders and I wish I could see the jewelry more. I told Davey that I feel like he brought what this outfit for me is lacking, which is the accessories.
She needed like a little something. Yeah.
But otherwise, I love it. It's giving like Game of Thrones meets like Dark Princess. And
The hair works with it too, though. Like the editorial hair, the way those like
I love a short bang
layers and the micro bangs. I think they're called.
Yeah. That's like
micro
really
fringe.
Micro fringe.
The UK.
Very nice.
I watch videos.
Cool. All right. So next we have the beauty, Taylor Swift, also in Vivienne Westwood.
Yeah.
The talk of the town is the Lorraine Schwartz, and I don't know if you guys can see it out there, but you'll see like something.
Jewel.
Yeah, it's dangling off her thigh, and that is a T, a ruby T.
I love that.
Me too. What a cute moment.
Is this her
like that is
initial or is this her boyfriend?
That's her boyfriend. This is instead of wearing a leather jacket. This is like she's gonna wear.
I thought that was T for Taylor, but it could be T for Travis.
Oh no, it's totally T for Travis. I mean, yes, on the thigh.
It's
let's get real.
It's a little interesting to like have your boyfriend's initial hanging.
I feel like I like it. I feel like I like it less now. I thought it was T for Taylor, but
listen, I'm a little Latina, so like I get a little bit of that. So I like that. Yes, it's like that's my man.
I will say this is probably like one of my favorites because of that little like chain detail. I feel like you don't see that a lot. I feel like it's very fashion forward, like something you haven't seen before. And like I want to start sewing like a little chain on a hem or something.
I think that's so cute. It's just like a little secret like that.
It's like a little pop.
I love the little details. The little unexpected something. I love draping. I'm a curvy girl, so draping is always our friend.
And I love the asymmetrical with like the one strap versus instead of the dual strap.
And the balance between the high hem, the asymmetry on the high hem, and
it fits her perfectly.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Of course,
and I loved watching her during the ceremony because Taylor is one of those only ones that are in the crowd like it's a concert. Like she's got a glass of champagne and having fun. Like some of these award shows get so stuffy, and that's why a lot of people are turned off by them these days. But I love seeing that. I love seeing her like jump for joy and stuff.
Yeah, and there was also a really sweet moment with the actress from Wicked. She couldn't find her chair, and they were about to start, and Taylor's like, "Come here," and they share a chair so that she can sit down and she can enjoy the opening monologue until someone could get her to her seat.
Cynthia Erivo,
I mean,
woo, what a powerhouse that was.
Taylor Swift being a girl's girl.
I love it. Yeah.
Right.
So Taylor Swift. So yay or nay? We're gonna say yay on Taylor.
Yeah, I would say yay.
I should keep tally. Okay, we've got 2 yays.
Okay, so we've got a yay for Gaga. I mean, I wouldn't wear it, but I love it for the event.
Oh, I would totally. I'd clean the house.
Black is not my thing, so in general, black doesn't stand out as much to me, but it's still a great tailored outfit. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then yes for Taylor, we love that.
So here we have.
I did hear someone say that was a figure skating outfit.
Oh.
Do you like that criticism?
Actually, I don't mind it.
I will say, like, I feel like it's simple, but I don't mind that. I'll wear a figure skating outfit like to a festival and stuff.
Last year we had Tortured
festivals
Poets
like my Grammys,
right? And she was like swimming in that white gown that she wore last year,
which was very bridal, which teased everybody, and then no rain.
Right.
Everybody, that was hard. Okay, so Chapel Roan, we already teased it.
Okay, so here's Chapel. Okay, Chapel's wearing Jean-Paul Gaultier. It's a gown with Degas ballerinas all over it. This is red carpet. She obviously changed and wore something different during the ceremony. She was one of those that had multiple changes of the night. But yeah, Georgia, take it away. What do you think?
That's what I like to see. I like all out the outfit changes. Yes, like I feel like this Degas like mesh is very in. It gives me like Y2K, you know, those like tattoo tops and just like everything. I mean, it's very Chapel Roan. Like she's true to herself. Like the feathers in the hair. Like
she was trained by drag queens, which I love. Well, if you look at her career, she's been in the game. She talks about this on her acceptance speech because she won Best New Artist. But she's been in the game for 11 years. And she was signed as a minor and then dropped. And then she didn't have a lot of job experience out there. And she didn't have a chance to be able to try to find a job. So her speech was all about how the major record executives have to make opportunities like healthcare opportunities and living wage. Right. I don't know if you saw this clip or not. But it was a very powerful moment. And you could see that she's a very confident lady, and she was very nervous to do this. But the final of the speech was, record companies, we got you, but do you have us? And I think that's a very powerful statement. Yeah. And she entered this room with full face, like ready to go. And It's not for everybody, I understand, but this is the Grammys,
So I
right?
think it's a cool outfit again for the event and for who she is as an artist. I hate the big, thick black straps.
Tell me.
I want some other kind of strap.
Okay.
Just something smaller so it doesn't overwhelm the details on the bodice, because I think there's some beautiful details there. But the big black strap is a lot for me.
I do agree. I didn't even really see the strap, maybe because it was blending into the background, but I feel like the outfit is so loud. I didn't even notice that until you just pointed it out.
That's kind of true. Yeah,
but
I
can
either.
see what you mean.
I got lost there. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely was like,
it's
"Ooh."
distracting for me, but again, I love the outfit for the event and for who she is as an artist. I think it's a cool, it's a little bit of a subversive homage in the Degas ballerinas, because they were sort of famously, you know, artists, but also they had to survive. So like kind of prostitutes. And then she came out with the speech that she gave.
True.
So I feel like she's got a little bit of nod to like, don't exploit us in her dress in a very subtle way, which I think is cool.
Like the whole circle, the whole brand. Yeah, that's like, I like that moment too.
I think it's cool.
Yeah. Next we
so
have.
Yay or nay?
I say yay.
Yeah.
You saying nay?
Yeah. I say
yay.
I say yay.
It's unanimous.
The only
we got
little
yay.
ding is the straps, but it's
No big deal.
Yeah.
Next we have Billie Eilish in Prada.
No, I don't care that it's Prada.
It's giving Blues Brother, which isn't bad, but it looks like a costume party.
She does this on purpose, right?
does.
She's cool enough to pull it off, but like compared to her other Grammy outfits, it just totally falls on its face.
And then you hear her beautiful soft voice.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
her
very Nicole
eyes, and she's
Kidman,
gotta
like
hide them.
very whispery. Beautiful eyes. Why are you hiding those eyes?
I know. It's like
It's an insecure girl.
It's sort of giving look at me but don't.
Mm.
And it's sort of like, I don't know. It's kind of like all of the kids that dress in the exact same Hot Topic Gothic stuff because they're anti-establishment, but they're like 100% cookie cutter.
Yes,
That's what this is giving a little bit.
But she kind of has that like,
favorite.
that vibe. Like she's like anti-establishment.
I don't care that it's Prada. It still looks Hot Topic.
Georgia, how would you save this outfit?
Oh,
like I need a pop of color. Like maybe
it's
like
giving Pilgrim a little bit too.
Like do you lean into the Bible salesman, Caleb, the Bible salesman look, or like do you like fall from
I
that?
feel like we just scrap it from like and thinking of some of her other. I remember one year she just had like full Gucci monogram. Like I love her oversized like boxy skater. Like but I feel like what I do like about her is she kind of comes out of left field with some of her looks. Like then she had that really like princessy one, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, she's showing cleavage.
I remember that. That was I think it was
so
Oscars
like
or
maybe
something.
she hasn't really found her personal style yet, because this like came really out of like left field, I feel like.
If we're gonna do boxy, I would rather do the tragic prom dress in Pretty in Pink. I would rather that kind of boxy.
Really
I mean, maybe we can recreate that in black. I don't know, but something other than this.
You know, like when girls like get married and they do like the trash the dress moment. Like that's a thing. Like, you know, like they go out.
They should have trashed this outfit.
Like and she could have like made it super like punk and chic. So I feel you on that. I feel like Billie,
or like spray painted or something, because she's had other outfits where they're spray painted. Like just something. It just needs something.
I love that. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
So I mean, a unanimous nay.
Yeah, sorry, I love you. I really do.
Yeah, birds of a feather.
I was Billie for Halloween once and didn't look like that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this outfit is scary, so that tracks.
Yeah. Next up, we have the baby, Sabrina Carpenter, who is what, 5'1". So just keep remember that. Very tiny.
I love it.
The proportions are funky for me, but I think that's the point.
Yeah, I feel like it's like perfect, like hourglass. Like she gives me Tinkerbell, and this is very Cinderella, and it's very kind of like Disney romance. Like I love anything with like ostrich feathers, and I just feel like it's.
Yeah, thank God she didn't pick chicken feathers. Listen, everybody that's buying boas out there, thinking you think they're fun. Don't buy chicken feather. Come on, you're better than that. Get ostrich. Right?
Some of us are on a budget.
Right? Because I've been wanting an ostrich boa. In fact, I found a vintage dress that the ostrich feather was messed up, so I need to replace it. And that is not cheap.
It's not.
Oh my gosh. It's like $60 for like a piece like this big. And I looked up and then all of a sudden my Facebook sponsored post is just giving me ostrich boas. So I saw this huge pink boa and I was like, I want that. And I clicked on it. It was $800. I was like, okay. Like, no, she's easily.
I feel like you need fashion fundraisers.
That's easily
now.
like $2,000 of boa feathers there.
Wow.
That's wild.
I love it though. Ostrich is, it just flows so nice.
Yeah.
I don't like the neckline on this at all.
I hate the neckline. It looks like it broke.
Yeah.
And they were like, just knot it around the necklace. We got to go. And I don't love that.
Yeah, the bust, it doesn't work with the bust line either. I'm going to be honest here.
It does kind of look like two different dresses like sewn together.
Yeah.
What we're doing for the hips and making the waist look small, the way this neckline, it makes her chest look small and like her shoulders disproportionately wide. Like I don't love the proportion. That's what I'm saying. I love the fabric. The fabric is very,
it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's flowing. It's not wrinkled. And the feathers flowing. The hair, I think, is fun. Kind of a fun
Her performance was a nod to Goldie Hawn, and it was really funny. And she really played off the humor well.
It feels like this is coming from that era.
Yeah.
So that tracks.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't love the neckline.
Kathy in comments said, a Grammy worthy, but not for me. I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
It's a nay for me, unfortunately.
I would say yay, but obviously majority rules.
Majority rules.
I love it
2
still.
nays. Okay. So what what do we have next?
It's your girl.
Oh my god, my baby. This is Charlie XCX, my absolute favorite. She can never do anything wrong for me. I'm sorry. I mean, literally at the Grammys, and her performance was, I was so late. I was so done. And you know me, I'm up at like 3:45, 4 a.m. So, and I was like, I have to see Charlie. But literally, she came out and rocked it. And just in her way, she's like, you know, there's a bunch of panties falling from the ceiling, and it was just a giant rave on the Grammys.
Didn't she have a bunch of friends on stage with her?
And they were just all just having a trashy, fun, fabulous time. And yeah, I'm sure it was inappropriate for a lot of people, but Davey loved it. So you just gotta forgive me on that.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. If I loved it, then everybody else should, right? So she's wearing a Ludovic de Saint-Cyran for Jean-Paul Gaultier couture gown. So this is one of a kind. This dress is so daring. I mean, I really think Evel Knievel would think of it twice. Like seriously, she totally pulled it off in my book. So what do you guys think? Is it too much, too much ruching? That's kind of Charlie's thing, but what do you think?
Never too much.
Yeah, never too much. I love it.
And I mean, the corset and the boning and the like pointed waist is just really flattering, and I love it too.
Would you have done that shoe?
So I like the shoe because it balances her hair. Her hair is such a stark contrast.
True. That's actually a good point.
It balances the outfit, the whole ensemble, because her hair is long and straight, and her boots are kind of giving reference to that. I don't like how deep the point is.
Yeah.
On the corset because it's giving bathing suit a little bit. Like she tucked her towel underneath her bathing suit.
Oh, okay.
So I wish that was just, again, it's just the proportion. I wish that was just
I think Mike Davis would ask Charlie if she borrowed those boots from Russell Crowe in Gladiator.
I feel like the shoes are like just weird enough to make it work because I like how you said Gladiator because it's giving like dragon like Slayer vixen, so in a weird way. I don't hate the shoe.
Yeah.
So Charlie, 15 years in the game, never won a Grammy, and this was her big night. Obviously, Brat Summer was a huge movement over 2024, and she won 3 Grammys that night. It was not on the main stage. She won for like best electronic dance pop album, which we were all like fangirling
like
over. It's like so freaking amazing. I'm so proud of her. Next up, we've got.
Oh, wait, we got to vote.
Oh, well, I say yay, of course.
I say yay.
Okay.
Yay. Again,
yay
the proportion's just a little off
So
for me,
far, we're doing good with Grammys.
We're being
Grammy
nice.
fashion is being really...
we're in a good mood tonight.
So far.
We'll get there.
Next, we've got Gracie Abrams.
This is a no.
What are we doing? She's in Chanel. I mean, Chanel can be wrong.
Okay, well, I said that I like this one because I just had a veil moment in my shop, which we discussed.
Right.
And I love to see the
Teach
veil.
us, master.
It's giving like, it's giving old Hollywood glamour for sure. And like almost like ghosty, you know, like cemetery vibes. Like I like it. It's
kind of a hood. I'm now seeing that that's not the end of
it's like actually attached to her dress.
Yeah, so it's kind of a hood.
Yeah,
I would like to see it down.
Yeah.
I mean, a different color. This just washes her the heck out.
I do agree.
It's so pale, and the
part of me,
contrast
it's not
is
Chanel,
so
it's Valentino. I should have said that right.
It's just.
I feel like I shouldn't love it just because of the veil, but it does inspire me to wear a veil. But it's a lackluster.
Like she's a blush kind of pink girl. Like she's not like a real like
Is
a
it pink or white?
No, this is
like
beige, but I'm
bone,
saying
yeah.
like that's kind of like her palette. Like it's gonna be like these like muted tones.
She looks very demure with her little hands, and like
Yeah.
I mean, I
She's
think she's
leaning
selling
into
it.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
She's 100% leaning
She's missing
into
a
it.
rosary and a chastity
Yes,
belt.
she
I
Yeah.
wish
is.
the hemline was different.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
you could
that's
sell
bad.
it. You could sell me on it if the hemline was different.
Yeah.
Because it's just
it's hitting her
so
ankle
stark.
really weird.
And it's such a weird place for it to end. Like I need a slit. I need something.
And
That's so
I
stark.
don't need that like what is that flower in the center on the I don't need
On
that
her
either.
boobs?
You
Yeah.
could just
The boob flower?
strip that right off.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
ta-ta
Unless
foliage
it's a squirt
unless-
gun, then she'd be cool. Then that would be awesome, right?
Well, then it would need to be red because I would be very Roger Rabbit.
yeah, that would be great. So there you go. We're just giving her a little bit of advice.
I'm an A.
I think,
I'm a nay.
yeah, after y'all pointed out the length and the flower,
I'm a hard
I'm a
nay,
nay.
yeah.
I love the draping of the veil, so I get why you
Yeah,
had
I like
a
it. I
positive
want to just
reaction
love
to
it because of that,
And
but you're right. There's too many
The way
other.
she's looking around it is really sexy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I hate that head.
Even like the black waistband, it's too like it breaks her up in half too harshly for
Yeah.
how soft the outfit is.
Yeah, totally
It's-
agree.
The contrast isn't working for me with the softness of the outfit. And
I agree.
That harsh hem.
Yeah.
Okay, so no.
Next, we have Olivia Rodrigo in vintage Versace. Oh, excuse me. Versace. Listen, you gotta say it like that. I got corrected. It's Versace, not Versace.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here she is. What do you think?
Versace.
Versace. Oh, yeah, Versace. That showgirls. Nice call.
This is so boring.
I was gonna say the same thing, but I love it. I love it more that it's vintage, but
Mhm.
like it's just like
It hits her right.
Yeah,
It
it's
hits her right.
it's great fitting, but it's just I don't know. Even black is a hard color for me. I don't find black
For
to be
dark hair,
memorable,
it's harder
so
too.
it's very like it's not memorable.
Yeah.
It's I'm sorry. It's like a monokini. The not a bikini, but a monokini.
I feel you on that.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
monokini with a nice sarong. That's what it looks like.
That does. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
kind of
You're
boring.
very full themed tonight.
I'm
very.
very-
nice.
You can just see swimsuits.
It's warm outside.
I feel like it's unanimous nay.
yeah, nay.
Unanimous nay.
Sorry. I'm
glad
let
y'all
me
agree
check
It
on
the
that.
ages her
comments.
too. She's not.
Okay, Kathy's against us. She thinks this is
Yeah.
beautiful. I love Kathy's opinion too. So
I
thank
mean,
you, Kathy.
The draping on it, the fabric is beautiful. It's just boring and it ages her. She's young.
Yeah,
And
I feel
this-
that too. It ages her a
If
bit.
this was on Nicole Kidman or maybe
Oh,
Wait, are we still
please.
talking about the black
Lopez, that
dress
would be
or the
different.
blue one?
Yeah.
Wait, which one are
The
we? Do we move
Olivia
on?
Rodrigo.
Oh,
the
okay,
black
okay,
one,
yeah.
But like she's too young to have this like. It's kind of old lady for me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
old lady trying to be sexy.
Mhm.
Okay.
Of course, Bobby loves it because he's a male chauvinist. That's so funny. Next up, we got Cynthia Erivo, Wicked star. This is the season for the Wicked. I mean, obviously Ariana Grande and Cynthia are doing the Oscar tour right now, essentially. But yeah, what do you guys think?
It's Star Trek.
You went Star Trek. Okay.
But like, I kind of don't hate it. It's like
It's Louis Vuitton.
I enjoy like a cut that you don't see that often. It's kind of giving swimsuit top
Yeah.
again.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's got the body for it. Her abs look amazing. It's good. It looks good with her skin tone. But
Yeah.
like, it's
I like
kind
the
of
navy
it's kind
on
of
her.
costumey.
Yeah.
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 From coming from Wicked, you know what I mean? Like everything
I'm
is green
so
in her
glad to
world.
see her in something,
In
other than
else.
green.
Right. I agree with that.
The chest plate is kind of giving not as good as Zendaya's chest plate. That like molded top.
You can't compete with
There's
that.
no
And
competing
so it
with that.
seems like
Yeah.
it's
just
trying to
flopping.
reference
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah.
it's just not doing it. The bracelets are, that's why it's giving Star Trek to me, is
Mhm.
because those bracelets are like, oh, she's got captain stripes.
You know, Amanda, you're calling that out right. It's like
Yeah, I'm
Captain
seeing
Stripes.
that.
Yeah, like a
It's
That's her
player.
like-
epaulets. That's her
yeah.
status.
Yeah.
And so the styling's off for me, I guess.
Mhm.
And so, but I am happy to see her in blue. She looks gorgeous in blue. Let's lay off the green a little bit.
This is a hard one to vote.
Yeah.
Yay or nay, ladies?
I'm gonna say nay.
Yeah. I'm a nay.
I'm gonna go nay too. Dang it! And that,
Yeah.
guess what? We're not doing
It's
well,
like
people.
it's not the worst, but it's not the best.
She could have been better.
Yeah.
I know.
It could
I
have been
felt that
so
too.
amazing.
Yeah.
And I don't love how the nails are not, like, they're not in
The
the
nails
same
are not
blue.
nailing. Yeah.
They're not in the same blue
Oh,
color
that
family.
that
Like,
yeah, that really gets me too.
And I'm wondering if that's set up for what she wore later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe this was just
Maybe.
her B list. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So Barbara Jean has to have a stripper story. So Barbara Jean, here is your stripper story. We've got Cardi B up next in Roberto Cavalli.
Mhm.
I like this for Cardi.
I actually like this one.
It's very Cardi.
I've seen some hoochie Cardi, and this is actually
this is classy Cardi.
Classy Cardi, yeah. I'm shocked.
I actually really like it. I like the asymmetry of the one shoulder on, one shoulder off. I mean, it gives an homage to her stripper background. I love the shape on her.
It's like showgirl.
And I love the hair too. I feel like a lot of these are giving like old Hollywood glamour. Like she looks like she could be walking into an event in like the 1940s, you know, with that hair and the feathered train.
Yeah.
And that like snatch, like very Maryland shape.
What kind of feathers are those? Those are like longer.
That's a combination. That's not just one kind of feather.
Like turkey feathers.
Yeah,
like that.
something's really drama in that. Yeah. But interesting. And I haven't seen Cavalli on the red carpet in a bit, so that's kind of fun to see.
And I like the beading that goes into the feathers.
Yeah.
I think that adds a nice texture, a swingy texture with the floaty texture. I mean, she's kind of leaning into Mob Wife a little bit with the animal print sort of beading on that. It's kind of giving tiger stripes some.
Yeah, I was getting tiger stripes too.
Yeah.
She's not usually like the one I think looks classy on the red carpet. So
no, I'm shocked too. I'm really kind of honored
She's
to say
growing
yay.
up.
Yeah.
We're just watching her grow up before our eyes.
Right?
So we're saying yay on that.
Yeah.
Yay.
I like the lip too.
Next up, we've got Miley Cyrus, and she is in Saint Laurent, paired with set up new hairstyle. Okay, so there's a lot going on with Miley Cyrus tonight. Yeah. What did you guys think?
This is a no.
Oh, it's so no.
It's badly fit.
So no.
It's badly fit.
Guys, I was like Edward Scissorhands is my notes. I'm just like
too famous, too rich, too there to have such poor tailoring on this.
Yeah.
But then when she was on stage later, I got a shout out because she was like, I'm in Custom Malaya. She wore this other dress that was like insane awesome on the stage. So I'm feeling like our celebrities picking a little bit more like demure, a little bit more subdued.
On the red carpet?
Yeah, like on the red carpet and really showing up and showing up. Because we didn't see a lot of outfit changes before.
She's also doing she's doing the bad version of Gaga's haircut.
Yeah,
it's like she saw Gaga's hair and went to Great Cuts and said, I want this. And this is what walked out.
And this is also giving the bathing suit too. The way those was like, I don't even know that era of bathing suits where they're all the cutouts and the strap and you wrap it around. Yeah.
It's giving my aunt who owns a boutique in Daytona for Bike Week. You know what I mean? It's like the leather is not leathering.
It's probably leather, but it literally looks like pleather. Like it just looks so cheap.
The sheen on it is not right.
The fit on the top is okay, but everything below the waist is tragic, and some poor animal died for that.
Yeah. All right. We're all nay on that one. Next up, we have Alicia Keys. Interesting. This is Oscar de la Renta.
Okay.
What do we think of Alicia?
Contrast is terrible.
You know what? I think she's a curvy lady, and I feel like this doesn't do any justice for her curves.
It makes her look very wide.
It does make her look wide.
I mean, I think maybe that is a really hard and rigid material, obviously. So it's not really doing anything for her figure. But I like the ornate, like gaudiness of it for sure. I love the big earrings.
Love the volume of the earring.
It's definitely giving like gaudy chapel, you know, like rosary.
Yeah.
I like that.
Dolce Gabbana back in the day.
Yes.
I love the waist cincher or corset, whatever you want to call it, the earrings, the headpiece. I love that. I hate that it's paired with this black dress.
See, I don't love the corset. I would have taken that off and just kept it and kept the
black
earrings.
dress is so boring. The contrast, but
those earrings,
like you say, that is so rigid. That she needs something flowy, something feathery, something with movement.
Yeah, if the skirt had like gone big or something, or even like Davey said, like plain dress and big earrings.
Yeah,
right.
You know?
Just have that one statement piece. We're all unanimous on that. Oh my God, the nays are killing it. We were doing so good.
We were nice in the beginning. I told you we'd get there.
Next up, Trevor Noah, host of the evening. What do we think?
He's trying to not do the black suit. I like the navy blue on top. I like the jewelry. I love the way he's doing his hair these days.
Yeah.
I wish
Men in Brooches. I like this little moment that
was my favorite part about this outfit. It would have been a total flop for me, but the brooch saved it. But overall, I mean, it's a black suit. What he did a little bit with or it's a navy. I thought it was black.
The blazers, I think, is navy.
Okay.
Yeah. Which was the black and blue, and it didn't look like a bruise. I feel like it was a good balance there, so that was good.
It's a little edgy to do black with the navy blue, I guess. I just wish there was something else going on with the pants.
It doesn't photograph well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yay on this one. just because
I like the
of
brooch.
I want to say nay.
Overall, I'm a nay. Yeah.
All right.
I also feel like guys just have it hard. Like menswear is so boring.
It is boring.
Davey, you need to go
Boring,
teach him a
God.
little bit.
Yeah.
So
Give him a
hard though.
lesson.
There's like nothing out there. Well, next up, here's one to talk about. This is Troye Sivan.
And I love this one.
Me too. This is in
Yes.
Prada. I love the lavender. This is Margaret Jean is freaking out right now because somebody wore purple. I like this. I really do like this on him. And he's kind of like, like a scrawny dude. Like he's not
It's
like a
feminine,
big guy. Yeah.
I wish
know.
the fit was different because it looks too big on him.
But that's kind of like
I feel like
menswear
that's the
trend
look.
right
yeah,
now.
like
That's
the
the look.
Yeah.
It's oversized.
But he's so tiny.
He's
so
very
having
tiny.
it look big, it's kind of makes him look tinier.
Tinier.
Yeah.
So
I want
are
a
you a
shoe.
nay?
I want a silver shoe.
I think a silver shoe would have been lovely.
That would have
Yeah.
been great. Yeah.
I want a silver shoe.
Silver
I
shoe.
feel like for me, like it's interesting. So like if you're gonna do men's way, like spice it up a little bit, like make it a crazy color. Like I
It's
would love to
also the
see more of
Grammys.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like he's going to a garden party in the 20s.
Yes,
Yes.
gonna eat some
Which
little tea
old
crumpets.
Are we saying yay or nay?
I'm saying yay.
I'm saying yay.
I'm a nay for the proportion in the shoe.
All right. So
Sorry, I'm
nope, you're good. You're good. We've literally got
I do like
1
the
minute.
brooch and I like the color. We can go light.
Next up, a hometown favorite is Casey Musgraves
Okay.
in Feathered Fantasy.
Feathered Fantasy.
This was a no for me.
Yeah, it did nothing
Bindi
for me.
Irwin wore this better.
Yeah.
100% in the Australia Zoo. Bindi Irwin wears
Oh
this
my
in
God,
khaki
you're right.
tank top.
yeah, the
All she
tank
needs
top,
is
I
a
was
snake.
like, what? The tank top was such a weird choice. Like the skirt was like pretty, but it's also just, I don't know. It's just,
That
it
color
doesn't
gold
look
looks like
special.
khaki on camera. And then that belt, it's giving very safari. She works in an upscale zoo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, fast fashion. Let's
I mean-
fly through these. Next up, we have Doechii. She won for best album. She's in Tom Brown. Honestly, guys, this was my pick of the night.
This is working
This
for
was
me.
my
This is
moment of the
serving.
night.
This looks like an Olympic walkout outfit.
She looks so
I love
good
the
though.
hips.
Oh.
I love
the proportions cool.
But the dress transformed in the night. It got wider as she like progressed through the evening. It was,
Same girl.
it was so cool. Yeah,
That's a
like,
cool.
yeah.
That's a good idea.
She's from Tampa, and she literally won for best rap album. It's like one of the only ladies that ever won this award.
Yeah, she's
But
amazing.
her performance, Amanda, was literally jaw dropping. It was awesome.
I like the proportion. I think the stripes make it look like Olympic fashion to me.
That's
like
Tom Brown. You gotta
Olympic.
have a stripe.
I
on
feel like
everything.
the stripe of the dress is giving like Mad Men suit, the pinstripe
Yes.
old,
Yep.
and then I like the way they paired it with the athletic. It gives like the
Yeah.
sports, and then she's got the little cutouts for her thumbs. I think it's really fashion forward and like different and like
It's
kind
cool
of
for
two
the Grammys,
styles like clashing, which I like.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I like the juxtaposition. We just had the Olympics and we talked Olympic fashion, so that's just where my
That's
head's at with
true.
this.
That's true. We did have
Yeah.
that show. Okay, so yay or nay?
Nay.
For her.
For
her.
her. For her,
yeah,
yay.
no,
For
yeah,
her,
for,
yay.
yay for
I'll say
Doechii.
yay. I like the proportion on this.
Perfect.
I like the pinstripe.
Flying through. Next up, Will Smith made a comeback. I haven't seen him in public in a while.
Because he's banned from the Oscars.
Oh.
Is it just me or is it like the couples start to look like each other? He looks like Martin Lawrence now. They're
Yeah.
doing too many Bad Boys movies.
Yeah.
He definitely looks like Martin Lawrence now.
Yeah, this is a nay for me.
I just feel like
100%.
it's a sergeant jacket, and
Yeah.
it's like again kind of looks.
There's a way to do
costuming.
this, but like this is
Yeah, this
it
isn't
looks
it.
like he's not the right age for this.
This
or
looks
something.
like a chick wore this, like a rock star chick wore this.
Yeah.
Did Madonna or Cher wear a jacket like this to the Grammys
most
at one
likely.
point?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
This, I'm sorry, this
Yeah,
is
it's
not
been
it.
done. It's not
Yeah.
unique or fashion forward.
He's old enough to know. So we are all saying nay on that one.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Shabuzi.
I like this. It's not a black suit.
I like this too. This
I
fits
like
him
the
well.
way the scarf moves.
I did not like this.
I like the brooch.
Something about the fabric of the jacket. It looks very stiff
Neoprene,
and like it
yeah.
looks like the Michelin Man ball.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
I
Little
think this
neoprene.
is poorly fit, but I think it could just be like a fabric thing. I don't like this. Like,
Interesting.
It's giving
Oh,
Fifth
I don't.
Element
You know
for
what I
me,
just
and I
noticed?
like it.
I don't like the pants with this.
And
Yeah.
also the shoes. I feel like I don't have mine pulled up anymore, but
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
the
yeah.
shoes were me
I
for
do
a
like
no.
the square toe shoes with the weird fabric of the jacket, though. So
I like the
this one.
scarf
It's weird.
thingy.
Yeah.
That's the only part
It
that I
gives
like about
something.
this. Yeah,
Final answer.
it's a nay for me.
I'm a yay on this one.
I'm a nay.
Okay.
I'm over it. I like because you sold. Okay, this is Renee's. This was the talk on the afternoon show. Shakira, everybody.
Bathing
wow.
suit and sarong. That is 100% bathing suit and sarong.
But honestly, there's something about Shakira. Does
I mean,
she
it's very
age?
Shakira. I feel
Yeah.
like,
It is very
I could
Shakira.
see her doing a music video in this.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's a little bit like I don't know. Like I said, I feel like it would be good for a music video, but maybe not this. Something about it I don't really like that much.
She's 48. She looks incredible, but it does give this like 1990s Claire's Boutique kind of aesthetic at the time. I
think I saw this on the Victoria's Secret bathing suit catalog when I was in college. Like that looks like a butterfly on her belly.
I was giving butterfly to me too.
But it's kind of clashing with like the brown sort of tribal flower
it's so
on the
Shakira.
chest.
Like I would run around at a festival in this for sure. Like that would be great at Coachella or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you on that. It's not like a red carpet moment. Yeah, it's a nay for me. Nay. Sorry, Kathy. I know Shakira.
Sorry.
Next up, okay, Noah Khan was here, Sing Out Loud Festival. This is he's from.
He looks so happy.
That's Noah Khan. I mean, does he own a steamer or something? I mean,
this was the one where the shoes bothered me. Sorry,
Shoes are
he needed a brown shoe.
He needed a different shoe,
like a sweet like.
I don't like
colored.
double-breasted suits either. For some reason, they irk me. For some people, it works, but for him, it makes him look wider again. It just makes him look his dad bod.
It makes his shoulders look narrow and his hips look wide. Is that just the proportion of this picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is shot from a weird angle, but I feel like he honestly looks like, I don't know, he could have be like homeless or something.
Yeah,
like,
is it like a 2 different tone there?
It was a Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, like it's a little like he got the shoes from like a donation bin. He's like, this will work.
Right.
I do like that there's a brooch with it, but it's a no for me.
We love the brooches. No.
I like men with brooches.
Next up. Okay, final one, you guys. Thanks for hanging on with us. This is, what is his name? Jaden Smith. Yeah. Jaden Smith in Castle Couture.
Dumb.
Yeah, this is so dumb. Who designed this?
I think it's just,
they put their name on it.
They put their name on it.
I get like DIYs and craft stuff all the time. And there's this hack for going to Dollar Tree and getting these little doll houses and painting them to look like gingerbread houses. And I swear the designer watched one too many of those videos and made the exact house from Dollar Tree for his head. It's so stupid.
Makes him feel safe.
I literally feel like I could have done a better job. It just looks like 4th grade craft project. Like it's not even like over the top.
Bad.
It's like it's such a mess.
Yeah.
And what is the edging around it's very Lion King around the face.
Yeah,
and then
it is.
like Harry Potter around the cranium. I hate
Oh my gosh. There's some like true crime case called Girl in the Box, and they put her head in a box, and that's like literally what it's giving.
Oh, wow. That is totally giving me that. I wonder if that was the inspiration. I don't know. I don't understand it either. I mean, I love odd things and I love to celebrate unique things. I feel like this was just trying to be, it was like contrived, you know what I mean?
It could have just been done so much better. I mean, like I said, I think I could make that castle and look exactly like that. Like someone who has like a probably unlimited budget, like it should be a little bit like a little.
Yeah. Kathy's right. It's so Halloween. That's true. Like this would be great for Halloween.
Like I can do weird. Like I prefer Gaga and the Egg to this.
Yeah. God, I remember that.
This is so dumb. It's dumb
that was back when she smoked weed back in the day.
Just to be done. And the way he's trying to like do the whole
like I'm hard kind of.
Yeah.
And like the sneakers. Come on.
I know. It's just too
everything's
cash.
sad. Those look like Reebok socks that you get at Costco. That's what it looks like he's wearing on his feet.
Yeah.
It's just bad. Everything's bad.
But everything is great. Thank you guys so much. What a fantastic show. Oh my goodness, Georgia, thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Tell everybody again the address of Great Goods.
Yes, come see me at 225 West King Street. Open every day but Tuesday, 10 to 5.
Awesome.
And Amanda, you are an extraordinary human being. I love my time with you. It's always super special.
I always love my Tuesdays with you, Davey. We need to hang out more often.
I love it.
It's so nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.